I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Bob, before we get started, we have Senator Portman's Southwest Ohio representative, Connie Logg, is here. She's not on the schedule, but she'd like to present or say something, maybe. Welcome, Connie.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Senator Portman has made an entry to the congressional record, a permanent message in honor of you, and I'd like to read it, if that's okay.
Be honored.
But before I do so, I want to just personally thank you for your friendship and guidance. When I started in this position, I met you the day. I think that you bought a ring for someone.
Yep.
As I recall, so quite some time ago, and you've been an incredible resource for me and a good friend, and I thank you for that.
I feel the same way for you.
Congressional record.
All right.
This was entered on December 6th. Tribute to Bob Proud. Mr. Portman, Mr. President, I rise today to wish and recognize Clermont County Commissioner Bob Proud on a distinguished career serving residents of Clermont County and Southern Ohio. A 7-term Clermont County, Ohio Commissioner, Bob is a lifelong Clermont County resident. He grew up on a small farm in Batavia Township and graduated from Amelia High School. After Bob graduated, pardon me?
No Barons. I just said that in the last time.
Got it. After Bob graduated from Cumberland College, he began his career in public service working for Clermont Senior Services. Bob is a champion of the community and a committed public servant to Clermont County, serving in a number of capacities, from the construction of a new Clermont County animal shelter in 2002, the reclamation of the former Ford transmission plant on State Route 32, to his service for senior citizens as a Meals on Wheels volunteer, and his work on the Coalition for a Drug-Free Clermont County. For the last 25 years, Bob has served as chairman of the Ohio Valley Regional Development Commission, a public regional planning commission that serves 12 southern Ohio counties. Bob has and continues to serve Clermont County with integrity and distinction. Bob is also a champion for our troops, veterans, and their families. He's been nationally recognized for his work on behalf of our military as he founded the Hole in My Heart Military Family Support Group. As he prepares to retire from this position, I commend him for his hard work and leadership to make Southern Ohio a better place to live and work.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I think we need to get a picture, Bob. You do it for everybody else.
Where do we do that?
In front.
Okay. My lucky day.
You know what? We're going to do a picture. I want my wife and son up here, too. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Thank
That'd
you.
be good. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here.
Hi there. Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, wait a minute. We should. There we go.
Yes. Everything just, okay, 1, 2, 3, and we'll do one more. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Local newspaper.
Okay, others.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
Sorry.
That's
all right. Thank you.
How about son?
All right. Brilliant. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Once a year.
I wear it every day for me.
I'll wear it every time you wear your sweater. How about that?
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. What a way to start. All right. Item number 1 on our agenda is resolution number 181-16 to pay our bills in the amount of $3,893,885.92. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution?
I'll make the motion to adopt resolution 181-16.
Second?
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. Connie, item 2, please.
Recommendation of Judy Eshman, Director of the Department of Job and Family Services, with the concurrence of Stephen H. Rabel, County Administrator,
to execute a purchase of service agreement by and between the County of Clermont, Ohio, and One Way Farm of Fairfield Incorporated out of Fairfield, Ohio, for the provision of group home services for children ages 8 to 21, referred by the Clermont County Department of Job and Family Services and/or Clermont County Juvenile Court, at the rates outlined therein, effective January 1, 2017 through December 31st of 2017, pursuant to and compliance with the terms and conditions specified therein, and also the issuance of a purchase order therefore.
Is there a motion then to execute the referenced purchase of service agreement as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Yubel.
Yes.
Mr. Pratt.
Yay. 3, please.
Recommendation of Judy Eschman to execute a memorandum of understanding by and between the Clermont County Department of Job and Family Services, Child Support Enforcement Division, and Clermont County Juvenile Court, Batavia, Ohio, for the provision of reimbursement to Clermont County Juvenile Court for one, child support enforcement's portion of the cost of the software maintenance agreement with Courtview Justice Solutions Incorporated for the provision of countywide software maintenance services for the period of January 1, 17 through December 31st of 17, and 2, child support enforcement's portion of the cost of said software maintenance agreement, which is itemized as net DMS, JFS, and Crystal reports, upgrades only, an amount not to exceed $17,205, effective for the period of January 1, 17 through December 31st of 17, pursuant to and compliance with the terms and conditions specified therein, and contingent upon the issuance and receipt of a purchase order therefore.
Is there a motion then to execute the reference memorandum of understanding with the contingency as recommended?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Yubel.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Pratt.
Yay. That's it, Connie?
That's it.
All right. Lyle, item 4, please.
Good morning, I'm Lyle Bloom, Director with the Clermont County Water Resource Department, and item 4 is a recommendation to award the bid relative to the Plum Street Water Petition Project located in Goshen Township pursuant to the plans and specifications to Smith Corp. Incorporated out of Cincinnati, Ohio, for their lowest and best bid received on October 27th, 2016, for a total amount not to exceed $61,099, and to execute the contract relative thereto pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions set forth therein, and the award of bid therefore, and it's also contingent upon the release of the purchase order. And this is for construction of about 854 feet of 6-inch water main to serve 3 properties that currently do not have public water.
What's your time frame on that?
They should start construction in the next, I'd say, 2 months, and it'll take them about 2 months to finish. So 4 months out.
Is there a motion then to make the award of bid and execute the contract with the contingency as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Yubel.
Yes.
Mr. Pratt.
Yay. 5, please.
Item 5 is a recommendation to adopt resolution number 182-16, determining to make improvements relative to the construction, operation, and maintenance of the 9-mile wastewater treatment plant blower upgrade project located in Pierce Township. This is in conformance with detailed plan specifications and estimates of cost and financing, all of which shall be paid from one or more of any combination of the wastewater replacement and improvement fund, wastewater capital improvement fund, any portion of any federal or state grant or loan should such become available, and or by the issuance of notes or bonds pursuant to section 133.08 of the Ohio Revised Code, and payable from revenues derived from sewer rates and charges levied for the operation of the county wastewater system, and subsequent thereto, to approve the request to advertise for bids pursuant to the plans and specifications, and to authorize the clerk of the board to place a legal notice in a newspaper of general circulation on December 22nd, 2016. Schedule a non-mandatory pre-bid meeting on January 26, 2017 at 10 a.m. with bids to be received until 2:00 p.m. local time on Thursday, February 2nd, 2017, here in the office of the Board of County Commissioners. Will be publicly open and read aloud shortly thereafter, and the legal notice will also be posted on the county's website. So this will be for new blowers, more energy efficient blowers installed at the 9-mile treatment plant. The project does qualify for a $20,000 Duke incentive for the energy reduction, and we should see about a $30,000 a year savings on energy as a result of this project.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey.
Is there a motion then to adopt resolution number 182-16 and also to approve the request to advertise for bids and place a legal notice in the newspaper as recommended?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. 6, please.
Item 6 is a recommendation to execute an amendment to the contract for professional services between the Board of County Commissioners and Turan Corporation out of Beaver Creek, Ohio. This was previously ratified by the board on February 20th, 2013. And this is for additional services in and as it relates to the data management system for the Aber Road facility of Seacoast International and assistance with the long-term data collection and analysis program, as well as evaluation and monitoring of the groundwater at the PUB well fields in conjunction with the closing of Duke Energy's Beckjord Power Generation Station and the unknown status of the disposition of the ash ponds relative thereto. And in accordance with the revised scope of services and the 2016 fee schedule identified in Exhibit B, and it represents an increase in the amount of $10,000 for a total revised contract amount of $35,000 with all other terms and conditions to remain in full force and effect, and it's also contingent upon the release of the purchase order. So this current contract has been in place for about 3 years, which we've used about $25,000 associated with the contract. There is no end date on the contract, and we're just adding additional services that we may need dealing with any issues down at the PUB well fields associated with the sulfate plume.
Is there a motion then to execute the referenced amendment to the contract for professional services with the contingency as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. And 7, please.
Item 7 is a recommendation to execute a memorandum of understanding between the Clermont County, or the Clermont Soil and Water Conservation District out of Owensville and the Clermont County Board of County Commissioners for the overall administration programs associated with the Ohio EPA General Discharge Permit for small municipal separate storm sewer systems. And this supersedes the MOU and amendment number 1 to the memorandum of understanding that was previously ratified by the board on February 27th, 2013 and August 6th, 2014 respectively. So all the conditions of the MOU stay the same. Soil and Waters managed the MS4 for us for multiple years now. They contribute $10,000 towards one of the sewer and water resources employees for the development of the inventory, the stormwater inventory in GIS.
All right. Is there a motion then to execute the memorandum of understanding as recommended?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. Thanks, Lyle.
Thank you.
Andy, item 8, please. Morning.
Bob, I just wanted to thank you for your support through these last 12 years of all our projects in our department and some of our out-of-the-box projects as well. But just as a reminder to folks out there, the projects that really started with Ivy Point back in '05 spurred at least $80 million in new real property investment and at least 2,100 new jobs. It's a very conservative estimate. It's probably closer to $100 million and 3,000 jobs.
That's definitely out of the box thinking on that one.
But a pretty good return on the county's investment of $8 million. Not only did we get the $8 million back, plus interest, but then we also helped bring all that development and jobs to the county. So some really good things that you supported the whole way through. So thank you for that.
All your work.
With that being said, item 8 is a recommendation to execute an agency agreement between the Board of County Commissioners and the Clermont County CIC. This new agreement amends and restates the previous agreement adopted in 2004. CICs are special entities under Ohio law and must have an agency agreement with a local unit of government to be able to carry out their functions. This new agreement cleans up some prior language that was inconsistent with Ohio law and makes a few minor revisions to reflect changes in the law for CICs since 2004.
Is there a motion then to execute the agreement between the county and our CIC as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. And 9, please.
So these next two items are to transfer funds to the CIC to pay for the first phase of road and utility construction at South Afton Commerce Park. Work is almost done for 2016, and some good progress to report in a few areas on that. The road base has been built up and gravel will be put down by next week. The first stormwater retention basin is complete. Water lines are installed, and over half of the sewer lines are also installed.
Awesome.
And a whole bunch of trees have been cut down and really opened up the site to make it better for potential prospects. So we've had some good progress there. And so with that said, item 9 is a recommendation to issue a check in the amount of $500,000 to the CIC from the excess conveyance fee revenues in the general fund. As a reminder, the conveyance fee was increased in 2005, and that increase was dedicated to economic development activities. And these dollars are restricted and were meant to be an ongoing funding source for projects like South Afton.
Is there a motion then to authorize our county auditor to issue the check in the amount of $500,000 as recommended?
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
And item
Do you
10,
need to, okay. Item 10, please.
would you like your equipment back? Okay. Item 10 is a recommendation to issue a check in the amount of $2 million to the CIC from the Planning and Development Fund. This is the remaining proceeds of the sale of land at Ivy Point Commerce Park, which the Board of County Commissioners wanted to segregate for future projects like South Afton.
All right, is there a motion then to authorize our county auditor to issue the check in the amount of $2 million for the stated purpose as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. And 11.
Item 11 is a recommendation to approve electronic subscription membership renewal requests for the following year for a variety of vendors, including Cincinnati Enquirer, Environmental System Research Institute, or ESRI, Adobe Creative Cloud, 2 of those, Cincinnati Business Courier, and Archive Social. And the amounts listed in the table.
Is there a motion then to approve the electronic subscription membership renewal requests as recommended?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. And 12.
Item 12 is a recommendation to approve the request to advertise for bids for project number 2015-02.1 for the Jackson Township Marathon Park Restroom Project, which is part of the CDBG fiscal year 2015. This also authorizes the clerk of the board to place a legal notice in a newspaper of general circulation on 12/22/16, with bids to be received until 2 p.m. on Thursday, 1/12/17, in the office of the Board of County Commissioners, and the notice will also be posted on the Clermont County website.
Is there a motion then to approve the request to advertise for bids and authorize Judy Casika, our clerk, to place the notice in newspaper as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Andy. Suki, item 13, please.
Item 13 is a recommendation to adopt Resolution 18316. This is resolving to declare the necessity to purchase 3 more new vehicles as replacement vehicles. This is for the county engineer that he requested a couple weeks ago, that there were some additional dump trucks that were available, and he wanted to replace some more of his fleet. The estimated cost is $105,000, and these will be from the engineer's funds. They're appropriated.
Is there a motion then to adopt resolution number 183-16 as recommended?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Yubel? Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. Item 14, please.
Item 14 is a recommendation of Pam Havercross, Director of Clermont County Emergency Management Agency, with my concurrence to execute the application for membership to a dangerous wild animal response team, and is to nominate Commissioner Humphrey as the elected official on the team.
Is there a motion then to appoint Commissioner Humphrey as a member of the Dangerous Wild Animal Response Team as recommended?
Ed, did you want to be on that committee?
Yes.
I'll make the motion.
I will second that.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Mr. Humphrey?
I'll abstain.
Serve us well on that, Ed.
Thank you.
Serve us well. Item 15, please.
Item 15 is a recommendation of Brandon Hepner, Director of Information Systems Department, with my concurrence to approve electronic hardware subscription renewals for provision of hardware maintenance updates for HP Care Packs on servers at estimated not to exceed rates of $3,000 for a period of 1/1/17 through 12/31/17.
Is there a motion then to approve the electronic hardware subscription renewal as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. And 16, please.
Also, recommendation of Brandon Hepner, Director of Information Systems Department, with my concurrence to approve electronic subscription renewals for the provision of software and hardware updates and support at the not to exceed estimated rates and the terms outlined below as set forth in electronic subscription renewals, all of which were on file in the Information Systems Department, and to authorize county auditor to remit payment accordingly, and they are all listed in a table.
Is there a motion then to approve reference electronic subscription renewals and authorize the auditor to make payment as recommended?
So moved.
Second.
Hubel.
Yes.
Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Pratt.
Yay. 17, please.
Grabowski.
All right, Wade.
A motion for the last time.
Absolutely.
Brad, it's been a pleasure to serve with everybody. I thank you for all your support over the years. Gonna miss you. Don't be a stranger.
Don't worry.
Check my flags when they don't get done right.
You don't have to worry about that.
Thanks again.
And make sure they're not faded.
Got it. Agenda item number 17 is a recommendation for myself, Wade Grabowski, Director of the Facilities Management Department, with the concurrence of Mr. Stephen H. Raybold, County Administrator, to execute change order number 1 to the contract with Perkins Carmack Construction of Milford, Ohio, for the Clermont County Domestic Relations Clerk of Courts Building Project in a total amount of $138,637.26 for additions, deletions, and/or modifications thereto as defined in Exhibits A, B, C, and D attached thereto and made a part thereof, for a total revised contract amount of $732,637.26, contingent upon the release of the purchase order required therefore, in concert with requisition number 6322, dated 11/29/2016, relative thereto.
Is there a motion then to execute change order number 1 to the reference contract with the contingency as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Pratt.
Yay. Wade, thank you. It's been an honor.
Thank you.
Item 18, please.
Item 18 is a recommendation of Lisa Gatwood, Director of Clermont Transportation Connection, with my concurrence to adopt resolution number 184-16, resolving to authorize Commissioner Proud, President of the Board, to execute a grant contract by and between the Clermont Board of County Commissioners and the State of Ohio Department of Transportation for state fiscal year 2017 urban transit program for the provision of public transportation services within Clermont County, urbanized area, for the amount of $81,270 for capitalized maintenance as described in the FTA line item code. All eligible expenses incurred during the time period of 1/1/2017 through 12/31/2017 pursuant to terms and conditions.
Is there a motion then to authorize the adoption of resolution number 184-16 as recommended?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Pratt.
Yay. And 19, please.
Item 19 is a recommendation of Alice Frick, Chief Deputy Clerk of Common Pleas Court, and Tim Rudd, Clerk of the Municipal Court, Judge Thomas Herman, Court of Common Pleas, and Judge Shriver, Clermont County Juvenile Court, with my concurrence to authorize Commissioner Proud, President of the Board, to execute a software maintenance agreement by and between the County of Clermont and Courtview Justice Systems for the provision of software maintenance services for the Clerk of Common Pleas Court, the Clerk of Municipal Court, and the Common Pleas Adult Probation Department, and the Court of Common Pleas Division of Probate and Juvenile Courts for a total amount not to exceed $249,978 pursuant to and compliance with the terms and conditions set forth therein and contingent upon the issuance and receipt of required purchase orders.
Is there a motion then to execute the reference software maintenance agreement with the contingency as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Pratt.
Yay. Doug, item 20, please.
Morning.
Morning.
Item number 20 is a recommendation of Steve Raybold, County Administrator, to acknowledge the receipt of notifications from Pat Munger, the County Engineer, on December 6th and December 9th of his determination to close the following roads to through traffic with the understanding that all advanced warning and detour signs will be erected and maintained accordingly, pursuant to and compliance with Section 5543.17 of the Ohio Revised Code. The first is Eichholz Road between 4469 and 4475 Eichholz Road in Union Township for a culvert replacement beginning Monday, December 12th through Monday, January 2nd, as depicted on the Eichholz Road detour map. Access to Eichholz Road under I-275 to be open during this closure for the residents east of the closure. Second is for Sharps Cutoff Road, approximately 1,500 feet north of Ashton Road on Sharps Cutoff Road, located in Jackson Township, for a culvert replacement beginning Monday, December 12th through Friday, December 16th from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Is there a motion then to acknowledge the receipt from our county engineer about the road closures as recommended?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Pratt.
Yay. And 21, please.
And up to 21 is a recommendation of Pat Munger, the County Engineer, with concurrence of Steve Raybold, the County Administrator, to authorize the release of a combined performance and maintenance bond previously converted to a maintenance bond phase for the following subdivision located in Batavia Township and to accept the street in the length stated situated therein as a public road for placement into the Batavia Township Public Road System. This is for Lexington Run Saddle Top Ridge Subdivision Phase 4 for Traditions Turn.
Is there a motion then to authorize the release of the combination bond and to accept the road into the Batavia Township road system as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Yubel.
Yes.
Mr. Proud.
Yay. 22, please.
22 is a recommendation of Pat Munger, the county engineer, with concurrence of Steve Rabel, the county administrator, to authorize the release of the one-year performance bond for sidewalks in the amount as follows. Heretofore, that provided as surety for the following subdivisions located in Union Township. This is for the reserves of Weatherby Farm subdivision, section 8A, and the reserves of Weatherby Farm subdivision, section 8B.
Is there a motion then to authorize release of the one-year performance bond as recommended?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Yubel.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Proud.
Yay. 23, please.
23 is a recommendation of Pat Munger, the county engineer, with concurrence of Steve Rabel, the county administrator, to authorize the release of the 3-year performance bond for sidewalks in the amount as follows. Heretofore provided as surety for the following subdivisions located in Union Township. This is for the reserves of Weatherby Farms subdivision, section 8C.
Is there a motion then to authorize release of the reference 3-year performance bond for sidewalks as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye. I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
I'm sorry. Mr. Yubel.
Yes.
Mr. Proud.
Yay. And 24.
24 is recommendation of Pat Munger, the county engineer, with concurrence of Steve Rabel, the county administrator, to accept the following permanent and temporary easements granted and conveyed to the county of Clermont for roadway purposes necessary for project number JA05-13 relative to the Sharps Cutoff Road Culvert Replacement Project located in Jackson Township, and to authorize payment as compensation for the permanent and temporary easements. This is just a couple easements we need for the culvert replacement.
Is there a motion then to accept the permanent and temporary easements and to make payment as recommended?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Yubel.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Proud.
Yay. And 25, please.
25 is a recommendation of Pat Munger, county engineer, concurrence of Steve Rabel, the county administrator, to accept the contract by and between the county of Clermont, Ohio, and Adlita Construction out of Cincinnati, Ohio, for the relative to the Union Township Safe Routes to School project located in Union Township, as complete as of August 11th, and to approve payment number 3 and final, which represents the release of retainage in the principal amount of $7,482.07.
Is there a motion then to accept the reference contract as complete and to approve payment number 3, which is final, which also includes the release of retainage as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Yubel.
Yes.
Mr. Proud.
Yay.
Doug, those are sidewalks, right? Safe walk to
Yeah,
safety.
yeah, we were just
Cool.
the sidewalks that we did for the township. It was a grant through ODOT,
Okay.
Safe Routes to School program.
It's a good program. 26, please.
26 is a recommendation of Pat Munger, county engineer, concurrence with Steve Rabel, county administrator, to authorize the release of the performance and maintenance bond in the amounts of $22,000 and $10,000 respectively as surety for the construction of Hickory Lane situated within the Locust Lake Estate subdivision in Pierce Township, as ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on September 24th of 2008, and to accept Hickory Lane in the length of .05 miles situated within the public road into the Pierce Township Public Road System in concert with Resolution Number 20-13 adopted by the Board of County Commissioners on February 6, 2013, relative to the forfeiture of the reference bond and the completion of the forestated street by the Office of the County Engineer. This is for the Locust Lake Estate subdivision, Hickory Lane.
Is there a motion then to authorize release of the performance and maintenance bond for the reference street and to accept it into the Pierce Township Public Road System as recommended?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Mr. Yubel.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Proud.
Yay. And last but not least, 27, please.
27 is a recommendation of Pat Munger, county engineer, concurrence with Steve Rabel, the county administrator, to execute amendment number 1 to the contract for professional services by and between the Board of County Commissioners and ME Companies, also doing business as MEIBI Group out of Westerville, Ohio, for the provisions of owner representative services for project number BA-02-13 relative to the Clermont County Engineers administrative and operational facilities located in Batavia Township, as previously ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on May 29th, 2013, for additional services relative thereto and as more fully described in Exhibit 2 attached thereto and made part thereof, at an increased cost of $90,000 for a revised contract price to date of $337,500, as well as an extension of time through 12/31/2018, pursuant to and compliance with the terms and conditions set forth therein and contingent upon release of a purchase order.
Is there a motion then to execute amendment number 1 to the contract for professional services with the contingency as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Pratt?
Yay. Doug, thanks so much.
Thank you. I'll see you two next year. I'll see you around, I guess.
Keep my road safe.
I will. Just call us if you ever need anything.
Oh, don't worry about that. No problem there, Doug. Thank you. All right, item 28, please.
Item 28 is a recommendation of Vince Ferris, prosecuting attorney, with my concurrence to execute a contract for legal services by and between the prosecuting attorney of Clermont County and the Board of Park Commissioners of Clermont County for the provision of legal services for the Clermont County Park District as outlined therein at a rate of $75 per hour effective 1/1/2017 through 12/31/2017 pursuant to Section 309.09D of the Ohio Revised Code.
Is there a motion then to execute the contract for legal services as recommended?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Pratt?
Yay. 29, please.
29, recommendation of Vince Ferris, Clermont County Prosecuting Attorney, with my concurrence to authorize Commissioner Proud, President of the Board, to execute a full-service maintenance agreement by and between the County of Clermont and Justice Data Solutions Incorporated for software support for the COPS case management system as outlined therein for a total amount not to exceed $4,800, effective 1/1/17 through 12/31/17 pursuant to and compliance with terms and contingent upon the issuance and receipt of purchase orders.
Is there a motion then to execute the referenced full-service maintenance agreement with a contingency as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Pratt?
Yay. Item 30, please.
Item 30 is a recommendation to approve and sign public official bond 5042013 in the amount of $2,000 for Pat Monger, who was duly elected county engineer of the County of Clermont, Ohio, for a term of 4 years commencing 1/2/17 and ending in 1/3/21. And subsequent thereto, the authorized payment of the premium, therefore in the amount of $325 to the Levens Insurance Agency of Milford, Ohio, pursuant to Section 315.03 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Is there a motion then to approve the public official bond for our county engineer and to authorize payment of the premium as recommended?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Pratt?
Yay. 31, please.
Item 31, recommendation to approve and sign public official bond 5041833 in the amount of $10,000 for Deborah Klepper, who was duly elected county recorder of the County of Clermont for a term of 4 years commencing 1/2/17, ending 1/3/21. And subsequent thereto, authorized payment of the premium in the amount of $325 to Levens Insurance Agency, Milford, Ohio, pursuant to Section 317.02 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Deb, do you want us to do that?
Well, it determines what happens January 2nd, stay in bed or come to work.
Well, we want you to come to work, so we'll do it. All right. Is there a motion then to approve and sign the public official bond for Debbie Klepper, our county recorder, and authorize payment of the premium as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. There you go, Deb.
Debbie, I'd look at that and I'd say your job is about 5 times the value of our county engineer.
Look at that.
How about that?
Yeah, look at the Dr. Treehorn.
No kidding.
Oh, that's hilarious. Item 32, please.
There's a recommendation to approve and sign public official bond number 601113014 in the amount of $5,000 for Robert Stephen Leahy, who was duly elected county sheriff of the County of Clermont for a term of 4 years commencing 1/2/17 and ending 1/3/21. And subsequent thereto, authorized payment of the premium, therefore in the amount of $325 to Levens Insurance Agency, Milford, pursuant to Section 311.02 of the Ohio Revised Code.
So motion then to approve and sign the public official bond for our county sheriff-elect and authorize payment of the premium as recommended.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. 33, please.
33, a recommendation to approve and sign public official bond number 5042268 in the amount of $5,000 for Brian Treon, who was duly elected county coroner for the Clermont County for a term of 4 years commencing 1/2/17 ending 1/3/21. and subsequent thereto authorize payment of the premium in the amount of $325 to the Levin's Insurance Agency of Milford pursuant to Section 313.03 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Is there a motion then to approve and sign the public official bond for Brian Treon, our county coroner, and authorize payment of the premium as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. Are we all out of elected officials to bond?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
One more, bud. And one in September.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, 34.
34, recommendation to approve and sign public official bond number 5041041 in the amount of $10,000 for Barbara Wiedenbein, elected the Common Pleas Clerk of Courts, County of Clermont, for the term of 4 years commencing 1/2/17 and ending 1/3/21, subsequent thereto, to authorize payment of the premium therefore in the amount of $325 to the Levin's Insurance Agency, Milford, Ohio. This is pursuant to Section 2303.02 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Is there a motion then to approve and sign the public official bond for Barb Wiedenbein, our Clerk of Courts for Common Pleas, and authorize payment of the dues as recommended?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Proud?
Yay.
Judy, the commissioners, was it 5,000?
Yes.
All right, 35, please.
35, recommendation of Jason Fountain, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney with the concurrence, my concurrence, to authorize Commissioner Proud, President of the Board, to execute a satisfaction of mortgage, certifying that the terms of mortgage and promissory note they secured as dated have been satisfied, and authorizing the recorder to release the said mortgage of record for the following property: to Charles G. Stokes and Paula M. Stokes, 2224 State Route 132 in Goshen.
Is there a motion then to execute the satisfaction of mortgage and also to authorize our recorder to release the said mortgage as recommended?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. 36, please.
36 is my recommendation that the Board of County Commissioners adopt Resolution 185-16, resolving to approve the request of Judge Herman, Administrative Judge, Clermont County Court of Common Pleas, to amend the sick leave upon retirement policy for the Clermont County Court of Common Pleas for payment of additional accrued sick leave upon retirement of an employee of the Clermont County Court of Common Pleas. This is pursuant to and in compliance with Section 124.39C1 of the Ohio Revised Code.
A motion then to adopt resolution number 185-16 as recommended.
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. 37, please.
37 is my recommendation to authorize Commissioner Proud, President of the Board, to execute a joint application with the prosecuting attorney of the Clermont County Court of Common Pleas for employment of legal counsel for the following law firm as special counsel to represent the Board of County Commissioners in its official capacity and to advise on legal matters as outlined therein pursuant to compliance with Section 305.14 of the Ohio Revised Code, with the compensation therefore to be outlined for the calendar year 2017. Law firms Kegler, Brown, Hill, and Ritter out of Columbus, Ohio. Legal matters were relative to the closure of the coal ash storage units used at Duke Energy's retired Beckjord station. And the hourly rates are $220 to $590 per hour based on the legal level of services provided.
Is there a motion then to execute the reference joint application as recommended?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. 38, please.
Judy?
On Thursday, December 8th, a petition for annexation of 53.566 acres from Pierce Township to the Village of Amelia was filed by attorneys for the petitioners. And the petitioners are Glen Mary Partners LLC and James H. Grimes, in compliance with Section 709.03 of the Ohio Revised Code and pursuant to Resolution 2103 adopted by the Board of County Commissioners on February 25, 2003. Notification of the date, time, and place of the public hearing was sent to the agents for the petitioners on Friday, December 9th via regular U.S. mail designating Wednesday, March 8, 2017, 11 o'clock a.m. local time in our offices as the date, time, and place for the aforesaid public hearing thereon.
All right, is there a motion to acknowledge the filing of the reference petition for annexation and to set the date and place for the public hearing in time as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Hubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. Suki, 39, please.
Item 39 is a recommendation to execute a second amendment to the lease agreement between the board and the Clermont County Educational Service Center. This was, the first amendment was for a reduction in office space effective October 31st. This is a reduction in office space effective December 31st. So they stayed for an extra 3 months, and they wanted to, well, they needed to stay an extra couple months. And so they'll move out the end of this month, and we will adjust the rental accordingly.
Is there a motion then to execute the second amendment to the lease agreement as recommended?
So moved.
Second?
Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Proud.
Yay. Item 40, please.
Item 40 is a recommendation to authorize Stephen H. Raybold, County Administrator, to execute any and all documents for and on behalf of the Board of County Commissioners, including an extension of operating agreements as amended by and between the Board of County Commissioners and the Clermont to the Rescue Humane Society, Goshen, Ohio, for the administration of the statutory requirements of sections 955.01 through 955.26 inclusive, and 955.29 and 955.51 Ohio Revised Code, for the housing, feeding, carrying, and destroying and disposing of unlicensed and stray dogs from the County of Clermont, previously ratified Board of County Commissioners 12, 17, and 14. This is to exercise the option of the second of two one-year renewals of the amended operating agreement pursuant to Article 27 and extending ending date of 12/31/2016 to 12/31/2017 in the amount of $351,000 with all the terms and conditions of the agreement remain in full force and effect and contingent upon the issuance and receipt of purchase orders. Therefore, this is no increase from the prior year.
Is there a motion then to authorize Steve Raybold, our County Administrator, to execute any documents necessary for the extension of the operating agreement as amended, and also to exercise the option for the second of two one-year renewals, again with Clermont to the Rescue Humane Society as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Proud.
Yay. 41, please.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Yvonne.
Don Smith, Benefit Plan Coordinator for Clermont County. It's my recommendation, with the concurrence of Thomas Eigel, Assistant County Administrator, to authorize Robert L. Proud, President of the Board of County Commissioners, to execute the 2017 Plan Management and Banking Agreements for administrative services by and between Clermont County and Humana Health Plan of Louisville, Kentucky, for the provision of administrative services relative to the 2017 employee medical health care plans for all eligible Clermont County employees and dependents, including services for claims, case management services, provider discounts, negotiations, and prescription drug coverage, with the compensation for said services as defined in Exhibit F, Schedule of Fees attached thereto and made part thereof, effective for the period of 1/1 of 2017 through 12/31 of 2017, pursuant to the terms and conditions set forth therein, and contingent upon the issuance and receipt of a purchase order.
Is there a motion then to execute the 2017 Plan Management and Banking Agreement with the contingency as recommended?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Proud.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Yvonne. 42, please.
42 is a recommendation to appoint the following individual to serve on the Clermont County Convention Visitors Bureau Board of Trustees to fill the unexpired term of Andy Kuchta, subsequent to the receipt of a copy of his letter and resignation therefore. And it's Adele Evans of 101 East Main Street, Batavia, Ohio.
Is there a motion then to appoint Adele Evans to our Convention and Visitors Bureau Board of Trustees as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey.
Aye.
Mr. Hubel.
Yes.
Mr. Proud.
Yay. 43, please.
43 is a recommendation to appoint the following individual to serve on the Board of Directors of the Clermont County Port Authority. Heretofore established by Resolution 124-12, ratified by the Board of County Commissioners on 7/16/2012, to complete the remainder of the term of Matt Van Sant, pursuant to and in compliance with Section 4582.21 to 4582.99 of the Ohio Revised Code. And the member proposed is Greg DeFisher, 4064 Clough Woods Pike, Batavia, Ohio.
Is there a motion then to appoint Greg DeFisher, again, to our Port Authority as recommended.
Has anyone heard from Matt regarding this? Someone talked to Matt?
Matt, you're here.
Question?
Has anyone talked to you about this?
No, sir. But
Okay.
I'm agreeable.
I think, Ed, we were trying to get some more private or business owners on the board was the goal.
I understand, I think Matt represents business in general very well, so I'm not in favor of replacing him.
Do you want to do this? You want to table it, or?
We can table it till next year, or I'll vote no, whichever the way we go.
Let's just table it.
Okay.
All right, we're tabling it. Item 43, and we'll go to item 44.
44 is a recommendation to adopt Resolution 186-16 resolving to designate Commissioner Humphrey as the official voting representative of Clermont County and Commissioner Ubel as the alternate voting representative of Clermont County for the purpose of voting at annual and special meetings of the County Commissioners Association of Ohio, calendar year 2017, pursuant to Article 5, Section 6 of the Code of Regulations.
Is there a motion then to adopt resolution number 186-16 as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. 45, please.
45, requests from various departments to join professional organizations and authorize payment of the annual dues in the amounts outlined below for membership therein pursuant to Section 325.21 of the Ohio Revised Code, and to authorize reimbursement of routine travel expenses associated therewith pursuant to the policies and procedures of the Board of County Commissioners in compliance with the annual appropriations of fiscal year 2017 for any and all amendments subsequent thereto. Would the President like me to read the entire table?
No.
No.
Okay.
Nothing personal, but no. Is there a motion then to authorize joining the professional organizations, paying the dues, and also authorizing reimbursement of any routine travel expenses as recommended?
These are in our agenda and will be on the website. So.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I'll make a motion for item 45.
Second.
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. 46, please.
Item 46 is my recommendation to approve the following blanket travel requests for reimbursement of all eligible expenses for participation in the following elected officials and our departments and our staff, and as it relates to the reimbursement of routine travel expenses associated therewith, excluding expenses of overnight accommodations, meals for more than one day, registration fees, tuition, or transportation by common carrier. This is programs during calendar year 2017 pursuant to the policy of reimbursement of travel expenses, section 4.08, adopted by the Board of County Commissioners, and in compliance with the annual appropriation for fiscal year 2017. Again, I don't think you want me to read the entire table.
No. Good answer. Is there a motion then to approve the referenced following blanket travel requests as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Ubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. 47, please.
I've asked Suki to go through every line item today.
Just because it's your final as well as our final for this year, Bob,
That's not a good send-off.
we're gonna hit all of them. No, I'm just kidding. But I just, on behalf of the Office Management and Budget, I want to thank you too for all the years of service. We've had our ups and downs, and we've weathered the storms relatively well. And good luck. I envy you. In some aspects, not all aspects. but good luck and enjoy.
Keeping us, again, solvent. And
That's
doing
what we
a
work
great
for.
job.
That's right.
You and your team with our budget.
I do want to hit a couple of these. I promise I will not go through all of them. There are just a few. First, we have a supplemental appropriation in general fund for economic development. There's $500,000 there. That is actually to move the conveyance fee that Andy already spoke about. We have a similar one in supplementals for the plan and development funds. We already had $1 million, $1,050,000 appropriated, but we have to increase it to do the full $2 million transfer. So we've got another $950,000 in there. There's a big reduction in CTC capital improvements of over $2 million. That's because their bus purchase was delayed from this year to next. And down, most of the rest are just year-end cleanup. But if you go to cash transfers, last week we or 2 weeks ago. It's all blurring together right now. We did a request to the court to authorize the transfer of funds, and they approved that. So we are closing out 3 of our old debt service type funds. So you'll see all of those in the cash transfers.
Board have any questions on any of these? All right, is there a motion then? I'm sorry. Is there a motion then to approve the supplemental appropriations, the budget transfers, the cash transfers, and the reimbursement of funds as recommended?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Crowd?
Yay. Thank you, Suki. All right, training and travel, 48, please.
Clermont County Court of Common Pleas Domestic Relations Division. Penny Gates, 2 days, Columbus, Ohio. The Ohio Associate Magistrates Board meeting, estimated not to exceed 0. Clermont County Municipal Court. Judge Miles, 4 days, Dublin, Ohio. The Association of Municipal County Judges of Ohio, 2017 Winter Conference, not to exceed $1,114. Prosecuting Attorney's Office, Attorney Ramos, 2 days, Cincinnati, Ohio. National Business Institute Continuing Education, not to exceed $40. And Jason Fountain, National Business Institute Continuing Legal Education Seminar, not to exceed $20. Excuse me. County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Rodenberg, Columbus, Ohio, 2 days, Buckeye State Sheriff's Association Class New Sheriff's Training, not to exceed $234. County Engineer Steve Chase, Jeremy Evans, Craig Reiser, 1 day, Cincinnati, Ohio, Professional Land Services of Ohio, not to exceed $375. Clermont Transportation Connection, Kathy Alsop, Brittany Dickerman, Stephen Russell, Tony Range, and Bob Halworth, 1 day, Ohio State Highway Patrol Commercial Driver's License Skills and Testing, not to exceed $106.50. Department of Job and Family Services, Barbara Banfield, 2 days, Columbus, Ohio, Ohio Department of Job and Family Services Child and Family Services Training, not to exceed $427.92. Barbara Banfield, 2 days, Columbus, Ohio. This will be for Family Service Review Training, not to exceed $427.92. Barbara Banfield, 2 days, Columbus, Family Service Review Training, not to exceed $427.92. And Joseph Scott, 2 days, Fremont, Ohio, the Grace Community Church Wraparound Facilitator Training, not to exceed $530. And the Clermont County Emergency Management Agency, Pam Havercross, 1 day, Columbus, Ohio, not to exceed $102.60.
Is there a motion then to approve the training and travel requests as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Crowd?
Yay. And our personnel actions, 49, please.
Department of Job and Family Services, Elizabeth Dillon, Clerical Specialist, Probation, end of probation effective 12/17. Margaret Bellum, Clinical Specialist, Probation, end of probation effective 1/14. Rachel Bain, Clerical Specialist, end of probation effective 12/17. Debbie Ham, Probation, end of probation effective 12/20. Jessica Baker, rehired to a vacant position effective 12/19. Information Systems Department, Karen Quitter, job change, table reorganization effective 11/9. Water Resources Department, Jacob Vargo, WRD operator, permanent job change effective 11/18. Richard Davis, Assistant Director of Operations, promotion to vacant position effective 12/12. Bradley Bates, WRD maintenance tech, return from military leave effective 12/27. And Bradley Bates, maintenance specialist, promotion effective 12/27.
Is there a motion then to approve the personnel actions as recommended?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Crowd?
Yay. Do you have any add-ons?
We need to, there are, but we need to have the public hearing here.
Message.
Can I approach the board?
Sure.
Commissioners, appreciate a minute today to recognize Chairman Proud, Bob, as I've known you for 30 or so years. It seems like just yesterday you were walking the halls of the Heritage Building, announcing that you were going to run for commissioner. And you've always demonstrated a pro-business orientation in your work over the years, but probably most significantly, and much of the general public doesn't know, is that every time there was a human services levy, you were there at the meetings, raising money, organizing. You understood the importance of senior services, children's protective services, developmental disabilities, mental health services in the county. I had a chance to work with you behind the scenes on some of those projects, but they're very important. Quality of life is critical to site selection decisions. If we're going to be successful in attracting companies and employees to come to Clermont County, it's that type of conduct that makes it happen. So on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce, I want to say thank you for your years of service to this community and our friendship. You know, when we met many years ago, we both had more hair. We both had a better tennis game.
Yeah.
But it's been a great 30 years, and thank you so much.
Well, thank you. And you know, a bit of history. And I worked with Matt when he was with our planning department when I first came in. You're on the 3rd floor.
Yep.
There, and so it's been great working with you.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, this is the date, time, location for a public hearing. This is in regards to a request to change the name of a portion of Bell's Lane to Mount Carmel Tabasco Road, all of which is in Union Township. And Craig, you want to give us just a brief description of the request?
Morning, Craig Reisner, Clermont County Engineer's Office. This request from the County Engineer's Office to the Board of County Commissioners to please consider changing the name of the road for the following portion of Bell's Lane to Mount Carmel Tabasco Road, County Road number 87. The maintenance of this portion of Bell's Lane will continue to be the responsibility of the Clermont County Engineer's Office. So we're talking about a portion of Bell's Lane that's located between Old State Route 74 and State Route 32. It was initially platted in the 50s. It was improved by the County Engineer's Office in the 90s. And it was recently accepted by the board as a township road, or as a county road, November 9th of this year. We'd like to change this because as it exists now, we have a portion of Bell's Lane that is a county road and a portion of Bell's Lane that is a township road. It makes more sense and is more logical to actually extend that portion as Mount Carmel Tabasco Road. Total distance for the road name change would be 0.142 miles. County Engineer's Office has not received any correspondence from any of the property owners in this case.
All right, Judy, have we received anything?
Nothing.
Okay, being a public hearing, we'll take testimony from anyone in favor of the proposed name change. All right, hearing, seeing none, is there anyone who wants to speak in opposition to the proposed name change? Again, hearing, seeing none. Board have any questions, comments?
Nope.
Nope, to me it makes sense.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Proud.
Thank you for everything, too. And with that, public hearing is now adjourned.
Thanks.
Thank you. And I believe we have an add-on in regards to that. Judy?
You do. Recommendation to adopt resolution number 18716, resolving to change the name of Bell's Lane, consisting of that portion of Bell's Lane in the Clermont County Public Road System, to Mount Carmel Tabasco Road, C-87, all of which is located in Union Township, as more fully described therein, having found that there is good cause for the name change and that the name change will not be detrimental to the general interest pursuant to section 554104 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Is there a motion then to adopt resolution number 187-16 as recommended?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Yupel?
Yes.
Mr. Prout?
Yay. Any other add-ons?
No, sir.
All right, we'll take a 5-minute recess to have the minutes, at least a 5-minute recess.
Yes, 5 minutes.
To have the
Yeah.
minutes prepared. All right, let the record show the board came out of recess and have resumed our session. And we have gentlemen, we have the minutes from our final session this year in front. And when you get a chance to look at those, and I'll entertain a motion to approve them.
I've looked at them and I think they're fine. But I'll defer to David to make a motion.
Come here, buddy. Come here. Come up here. You're going to anyway. Come on up here.
I'll second the motion.
Oh, you made it.
I made a motion.
I'll second it.
Oh, I thought you made it.
Nope.
Oh, okay. I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from regular session of December 14th, 2016.
Mr. Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Proud?
Yay. Any other add-ons?
Yes, sir. One item, not really an add-on, just have your son up there, but I was gonna ask you to join me at the podium.
Okay, I can do that. Everybody want to go back and see mommy for a minute? Yeah, toy food. You're in good shape.
Mr. Proud, it's been an
Sir.
honor and a privilege to work with you for over 20 years now. Appreciate all your effort. Thank you very much. On behalf of the Board of County Commissioners staff and all of your staff throughout the county, we'd like to present you with the Clermont County flag.
Oh, awesome.
As you always give to the troops. This comes with the same requirement as you give all the troops. As you travel around, you should bring that flag with you. And your son, you travel around, your family travels, make sure you bring that, send us pictures, so know where you've been.
Okay.
We appreciate that.
Deal.
Last item we have here.
Uh-oh.
Because we decided that you did not have enough things in your office, enough wall hangings, and I'm sure your wife's going to really appreciate
Oh, no
this
way.
one.
here, buddy.
We duplicated the plaque that's in the hallway.
Aww.
This is an historical listing of all the county commissioners since Clermont was established.
Aww.
And your picture and name is down there. And as of the 31st, just the one in the hallway, which is a copy of this, will be changed out with Mr. Painter added to it. So we want to present this to you, and hopefully you find a place to hide it for you.
Awesome. Oh, thank you so much.
Good deal.
Thank you. If you want to come up with me, we got one more thing to do. That is so awesome. Thank you, everyone.
Certainly have enjoyed being a commissioner with you for the last 8 years. I know you have a lot more years than I have, but it's been a great run over the 8 years.
Appreciate it. I agree.
Thanks for all your help.
Awesome. You know, I just wanted to say, of course, it's bittersweet. I love the job. Love it today as much as I loved it day one. Again, but I'm trading in one title for even a better title, as be a full-time dad. In 28 years, when you look at it, the record was 16. And I've always been one who believes you go big or you go home. And so 28 years has been awesome. Just seems like yesterday. And the one thing, too, that I stress to people, too, is, don't ever see a Republican, don't ever see a Democrat, see a person. When you do that, keep that in mind. You'll be successful whether you're elected or you're appointed as well. We have a great team. I've worked with great people here in the county. And no one ever worked for me. They all always worked with me. It's been my philosophy. But I just want to thank everyone for 28 great years. It's been an awesome, awesome run. And looking forward to my new job now as stay-at-home dad. And we're going to have a lot of fun fishing, camping, and maybe we'll get my wife camping too. But anyway, I just want to thank you all. Thank the people of the county. 28 years you've supported me, and hopefully I have served you well. And I said the one thing I remember my mom always told me, that your name will go further than you ever will. And I hope too, when people hear the name Proud, they will associate that with integrity and honesty. And those things I plan on also imparting to my son as well. So again, to the people of Clermont County, thank you for all those years of support. It's been my honor to serve you. And to all of those on our county team from '89 on to today, I thank them. Again, it's them who made me look good. And so what you do is you surround yourself with good people and you let them do their job. And that makes you look good as well. So again, thank you all. God bless you. And you'll be seeing me around. Don't worry about that. All right, with that, is there a motion to adjourn today's session? We already did the minutes. To adjourn today's session.
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Humphrey?
Aye.
Mr. Yubel?
Yes.
Mr. Proud?
And for the last time, yay. I should do like Carol Burnett and tug my ear or something. But again, thank you all. God bless you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. God bless. We are adjourned. Thank you. Can you wave to him? Wave to him. Say bye-bye, wave. Daddy say bye-bye too. Thank you all. God bless you, each and every one of you. You ready?